The Western Sydney University Parramatta Engineering Innovation Hub building is known for its modern educational infrastructure. It is a collaborative space designed for industrial technology, architecture, and engineering students in mind. The building comes with both physical and digital capabilities, which can both improve and hinder the development of the university. The reality of the PEIH is that it comes with digital issues which can affect the productivity and experience of the students and staff of Western Sydney University. A core problem that was identified is that the trust of students and staff was compromised due to the instability of the digital access systems at PEIH and on the Western Sydney University digital systems. The critical issue was made aware when there was a cybersecurity breach which compromised sensitive data and student data, which had been leaked to the internet and the dark web being sold. This fosters a sense of anxiety, frustration, and distrust within the university, creating a negative user experience. The university had launched investigations and made promises. However, due to them not implementing proactive measures, it led to sensitive information being leaked. The lack of precautionary security measures, such as constant cybersecurity attacks, and cybersecurity checks and frequent password changes result in compromising student information. Even when the university implemented new security measures, it hindered the academic capabilities and the submission, resulting in a negative user experience overall. When University of Western Sydney reacted to the aftermath of the data breach, they chose to implement new login processes such as multi-factor authentication, which had to be remade. They made new password changing protocols, which were mandatory during prime exam periods, which resulted in higher stress levels for students. Some other issues included the user interface of the views, which the layout was frequently changed and unappealing to the user, such as lacking important information, the search bar not working effectively, each being difficult to use compared to already established academic submission websites, such as Google Classrooms and Canvas. Students also frequently would require the assistance of the IT department. However, they would be unavailable and required for in-person appointments to fix an issue, which would result in students feeling isolated and unsupported during submission periods. These issues can directly affect the students. Some questions that must be answered include: how does the recent cybersecurity incidents at Western Sydney University impact the trust of the students in the university online infrastructure? The consequences of the negative user experience with the access to digital services. To approach the student's experience through digital access and the trust at PEIH, it can conducted through mirror mapping. Some techniques include empathy mapping, which dives into the student's needs and through different stages of the challenges and key emotions and concerns. A journey map with a series of tasks about systems such as Western Sydney University and views, which would discuss issues such as the repeated login and the unclear interface and the very stressful tech support, which leads to detachment from the students. Some others include an affinity map, taxonomy, concept modeling, foresight strategy, storyboard template, and concept and empathy mapping. Empathy mapping would discuss about the pain, the gain, hear, think and feel, see, and say and do. Some examples is the pain from asking repeated login credentials and too many steps, passive fear over the data loss and identity theft, lack of support due to the heavy strain on support services, and also the purchase of password managers for data keeping. And what can be seen from the user is constant notifications to change passwords, peers being frustrated from changing passwords, potential threats and cybersecurity issues, and error messages and site shutdowns. However, some things to be gained is that they'll be confident when there is more support services available, as well as being feeling secured after more frequent security checks. The recent data breaches at Western Sydney University had compromised over 10,000 student records. This triggered a decline in the trust of the online services provided by Western Sydney University. Many students' user experience was negative, as they reported that they were unsafe or felt ignored. Trust is a core factor when it comes to digital safety, as the students trust the university with their personal information and for them to secure it. A national study was conducted by Whitlam Institute, which found that 23% of students within Western Sydney University struggled with reliably being able to access university related websites. Further, 32% reporting that they felt overwhelmed by the user interface. These constant poor navigations confused the students, which caused for a higher cognitive load, creating an obstacle for the students learning primarily from neurodiverse students and international students, which required for urgent design and support needs. Hence, the research highlights the causation of digital access to increased cognitive load such as stress and anxiety. The findings require for there to be a further amount of creating digital equity by allowing different students to have equal access to the platform. Moreover, it can also enhance student satisfaction and engagement if they implement new digital platforms where implementing student input, which can create a more effective and inclusive system, helping all students feel supported.